Let's open it up to the audience for questions. Who has questions out there?
Hey, Jeffrey.
Hey, man.
What's going on? My name is Joey, and I just had a question.
Sure.
How does it feel like to be the biggest villain on television, and do you feel like that you have any expectations that you have to live up to?
Well, I mean, I think if I have to live up to the title of the biggest villain, I better deliver. I think that Negan going in, and I was a fan of Negan from the graphic novels, and again, I think this goes back to the very first question we talked about. I don't know that I was prepared for the Walking Dead world of it all, or the biggest. I never looked at him as like the biggest villain on television, but I think sure as shit at this time he might be the biggest villain on TV, and I think that with that comes a certain responsibility. I want to do right by what Kirkman created, certainly, and a show that's watched and beloved by so many people. I want to make sure they're getting their money's worth, and so I am very conscious that we want Negan to deliver the goods. Look, I love Negan, and I love playing him, and I want you guys to either love him or hate him, one of those things, or a little bit of both, and I think as long as I'm eliciting a reaction from the audience, then we're doing a good job.
Did you get any advice from cast members? You said when you signed on to the show, they all told you that your life was going to change because of the show. Did anybody give you a good piece of advice on how to deal with it?
No. What is amazing, and no. I wish.
I'm a grown man. I knew.
No, but I hang out a lot with Norman. We spend a lot of time together. How he is, and he probably has the craziest fans in the whole world. I mean, I believe that he has a level of fandom that I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've stopped with him on the middle of a road in Tennessee where you can't see a car for as far as your eyes can see. We stop on the side of the road to pee in the woods, and we come out and we're surrounded by 100 cars. Daryl Dixon! And it's just you're surrounded, and he will take his time with every single person. There is a graciousness that he has that I've never seen with his fans, and I think what I've learned is maybe to have a little piece of that graciousness, because sometimes I get a little overwhelmed, to be honest with you, and I'm very conscious of having a child, and I don't like people coming up when I have my kid, and people can be a little bit unrelenting, I guess, a little forceful, and I'm only worried about it when I'm with my little boy. Otherwise, please come up and steal a picture, or whatever you have to do. But be conscious of my son and my family, and people sometimes don't want to live by those rules. And I think Norman has taught me a way to deal with that better than I've ever seen anyone deal with them before, and that I respect a lot. And so I've learned that, because it's a whole different world. It really is. I've been doing this for a long time, and can walk down the road and no one gives a shit. They're always very kind, and that's changed. Now it's hard for me to walk down the road or leave a hotel or go anywhere without people needing a bat sign. You know what I mean? It's crazy.